a question of if, but a question of when, where, and how. Keys Outdoors Muskie Hunting Adventures is brought to you by Great Clips, Quick Trip, and the Boat Center.
So it's game day and you need to get your hair in shape. Enter Great Clips. Our skilled stylists save your haircut details and clip notes for the look you love almost as much as your team. We got you and you got this. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Service at the Boat Center. Our team of certified technicians are here to service and maintain your boat to promote its longevity. We service any make, model, and style of boat and motor. Our services include full engine rebuild, oil and filter change, battery inspection, prop and skag repair, winterization, shrink wrapping and fiberglass repair. Service you can depend on. That's what you get with the Boat Center. Call today to request a service appointment. 2 locations, Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin and Ramsey, Minnesota. KOTV is an all-new outdoor streaming channel on all Roku devices. And it's free. Loaded with lots of top-name outdoor fishing and hunting shows. Shows like Larry Smith Outdoors, Chase Nation, The Sportsman's Journal, Keys Outdoors Muskie Hunting Adventures, John Gillespie's Waters and Woods, just to name a few. KOTV is all about the adventure, all about the outdoors. And best of all, KOTV is free. Learn more, go to kotvchannel.com.
So, you have a wedding and you forgot to get a haircut. Just open the Great Clips online check-in app. In a few taps, you're in, out, and wow. Pretty much the best looking guy at the party. We got you and you got this. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Well, here we were, Brian and I. We were heading to Lake Vermilion for the 20th annual Larry Ramsell outing. Every time I go to this amazing body of water, I get pretty jacked up. And for good reason. This lake, she throws out some giants. I've caught and been a part of some mega monster catches. Truly amazing. And it's also time to see some old buddies and enjoy what this event is really all about.
This is the 20th year we're doing this, and we love doing this event every year.
The Larry Ramsell outing is all about musky anglers sharing with each other how the lake is fishing during this event.
Hey, we're gonna go catch some skis, man. Go get some big ones.
What are you gonna do?
We're gonna throw in the weeds, get up short and shallow first, some blades, some beavers, and get after it. Hoping to stick a big one.
Looks good out there.
It does.
Maybe this is it.
Going out.
Catch the biggest fish in the lake today. How's that sound?
Are the fish shallow? In weeds, rocks? Are they catching them casting or trolling? And what is the lures that seem to be working? These are just some of the things that are shared in the evening after a great dinner. Not to mention, some of the local guides, well, they share their tips and tricks on Old Lake Vermilion. And lastly, it's about musky tradition. In today's fast-paced, in-the-moment world we live in, that's great that some things just seem to last.
Phew!
Ready to roll.
Let's do this.
Wait here. Big one, big one. Dude.
I've seen it, it was like the blonde.
Yeah.
aggressive or not?
What?
Was it aggressive?
No. Who was on it though? The
I
fucker was this wide,
I
dude.
seen the white, like the bond of it coming in.
Probably a 4-footer for sure. Easily, thick 4-footer. Well, day one up here on Lake Vermilion for the Larry Ramsell outing. Brian and I, we've only moved one fish, but it was a good one. Minimum 4 foot, if not 50 inches, really wide on the back. We've been hearing that a lot of the fish have been coming off the weeds, and that fish actually came off rock. So we fished a bunch of weeds this morning. We did not see a fish in the weeds. We're throwing blades, topwater, and unweighted dogs in the weeds. And then we threw some deep diving weighted dogs around some bars. And now we're going to another big rock complex that we're working right now. Day one would come to a close as we headed back to the lodge to see how many fish were caught and on what, and a much anticipated excellent meal that the Ramsell outing, well, it's become known for.
Okay, so we're gonna raffle off those first, and then when your number's called, once we get done with the jackets, you just come up and you pick something, so.
Day two would bring in overcast skies and unseasonably warm weather for this time of the year. Only seeing one fish the day before, we would fish a whole different side of Vermilion. Our plan was to start off fishing the weeds, and if we didn't produce, well, then we'd move and fish the rocks. Seeing only one fish the day before, and that was on rocks. That was our plan for day two.
Take them. Don't lose them.
All right. Finally. Little guy, but we'll take it.
We got a fish! Oh, yeah. That's my first time out here.
Yeah, your first Vermilion fish, man.
First Vermilion Musky. Nice little guy.
Hit on a pounder.
Pounder. About
Unreal.
half, 3/4 his size. All right, little guy. Go on.
Brian and I, we were pretty happy for only fishing a couple days. We seen a giant as well as a couple more fish that we had to the boat and one in the bag. Not bad. And what can I say about the Vermilion Dam Lodge for hosting this amazing outing? Great lodging, great food, and awesome people that have kept this outing, the Larry Ramsell outing, going strong for the last 20 years. Like I said in the beginning, tradition. It's been a while since I last fished with some really good friends of mine. So I thought, I gotta make this happen. So I was headed to Miltonum, Minnesota to fish for a couple days with Carrie and Brad Hoppe, the owners of Musky Mayhem Tackle, the original Big Blades bucktail company. I mean, let's be real. The moment that this company introduced the number 10 cowgirl to the musky world, things got real. Records started to fall, and not by a little, but by huge numbers. And to be a part of all that mayhem was something special.
Yes! Oh, she's cute. Look at that. And, oh, jeez. Look at that.
What a fish.
Wow, dude, that's huge.
With this wave action, it's going to be pretty hard to see fish too, so it's going to be necessary, you know, to at least make one circle. I prefer to do an oval. The reason I do an oval is I feel I don't cut my corners as much. I don't like cutting the corner on the fish. When a big fish, they need room to turn on the bait, and if they can't see it, they lose sight of that bait, they're gone. So I try to always do an oval.
Okay. Now Carrie, she's now making all these baits, and you guys have just been overwhelmed with the success of this bait. And how is everything going now lately when you have a company like Musky Mayhem blow up with all these fish that people are catching over 50 inches? It's just gotten to be a craze.
Well, it's been pretty wild. We actually formed the true company, Musky Mayhem Tackle LLC, a year ago this past July, July of 05. We've been making the baits for about 4 or 5 years, and we've been playing with them ourselves, and we were doing really good on them. And we just got to a point where we're like, we got to introduce this to the public. You know, we want everybody else to have as much fun as we have with them. And it's been an eventful year. Things are really going crazy. Like I said earlier, we're catching a lot of 50-inch fish on these baits, and so is everybody else that is out there using them now. So it's been really good. I think one of the first baits, the Showgirl, when we originally made that, the first night I went out with it, we spent about probably 4 hours on the water, and I ended up at that time, and this is 5 years ago, my biggest fish at that time, 53.5-inch fish. And it was a pretty wild deal. The following year we came out with the Double Cowgirl, and it was a lot different profile. It was a 16-inch bait, and Carrie was frustrated. You know, originally she made it for trolling, and she was frustrated that a lot of guys were casting it and catching a lot of big fish. She was frustrated she couldn't actually cast it herself, so she decided to downsize it, and we ended up with the profile you see down today with the Double Cowgirl. So it's a pretty wild deal. Pretty cool story. In the net for me.
Don't jump, baby.
Just keep her down so we don't lose her. You cool, man?
Yeah!
Good job, man.
Beauty, absolute beauty. We might have it. We might have that 35-pounder. She's a beauty. She is.
Nice job. Very nice job.
Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Now that is what you're after. Come fall fishing. We got 35-mile-an-hour winds out here. 30
After taking care of some business, we were off. A quick stop for some food and water, and it would be game on. I do have to tell you that this trip, well, it almost got canceled. Minnesota, well, it's going through a drought for the last 2 years, and all the lakes are super low. As far as the fishing, well, the week before was really good. And now that I'm here, well, guess what? Bluebird conditions, no change in the weather, predicted for at least the next week. Imagine that. Could make things, well, could make for a tough bite. She seemed a little bit.
Where is it, Mike? On YouTube?
It's on Netflix, or it's either on that or Roku.
Okay.
But it's called The Man for 2021.
Yeah, we better check them. I thought I heard one beep when we started off.
Yeah, this one right here.
What size cards are you running, Mike?
I'm running 64 gig.
And you're doing 5-minute loop?
Yeah.
Coming on it?
Oh, see you, Carrie. Coming after you. It's right there.
Oh, see me. I moved. I moved.
That's a medium size fish.
Yeah, I know. Pretty funny.
I think my shadow might have gone.
Oh, got him.
We're good. Well, we hooked up. Just a little guy, but I'll tell you what, shows some promise. 8 on a figure 8, top water, fat bastard.
Funny. All right, little slime.
There we go. That was a little bit uneventful there in the end. But we got one in the bag. It's a little guy. We've seen, what, 7, 8, maybe even 9 fish now. But guess what? Topwater got it done. Let's take a look at her. Not real special, but a good way to start the day.
Beautiful fish, though.
So pretty. Look at the backs on them. All spotted out. Little leech laker. Nice fish. Let's get her back. she wants to be mean. She released. Wow. All right, man. We're on the board. Let's go find some bigger ones.
Spooked her.
Oh, she's right
Going
there.
for the top water.
She's right between us, like she's coming towards you now. He called me and he goes, Brett, oh, got it? Got it. Get down here. Oh! I've never been as dry in that rain gear as any other rain gear ever.
Yeah. Well, the PMGT, because I've only got to use it really in really bad weather so far this year, was the PMGT where it rained.
Yep.
And it was 30-mile-an-hour winds, and it was terrible, and I was as dry could be.
I know. And supposedly it only gets better.
Day one would come to an end with only one fish in the bag, but we had 10 fish to the boat, not bad. Now, we just had to get them to eat. Day two was uneventful, only raising a couple fish and no takers. That brought us into day three, the final day. We had to make something happen.
You can leave the motor down.
Hopefully here, I just had one off. Seriously? Yep. Oh, maybe a 38.
We should keep that. We're in the deeper water, maybe that's the ticket.
Yep, she just shot off that way. Probably got her on camera here.
One here.
Got it. Chapter. Giant pike?
Nice pike.
Crazy.
Well, doesn't have the right kind of spots, but it's a good one.
Man.
And it's a feisty one.
And not happy. You can take your picture. Go back. Long one. Holy. Look at that. Wrong species, but hey, with a day like we've had today, we'll take it. Let's put her back.
Heading into the evening bite, we decided to work a whole different area, a new part of the lake. Still keeping in mind that it's been a shallow water bite. All of our action pretty much has been in that 4 to 8 foot range.
She nipped it.
There was nothing.
Yeah, she just went like this.
As the sun was about to set, we found ourselves sliding into a little deeper water, that 9 to 10 foot range, looking for, well, just one more last shot at a good fish.
Oh, got it. Good job.
Okay, you gotta turn that light on.
How do you turn it on?
You gotta push that button, hold it down.
What button? That button.
Nice, yeah. Dandy!
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa!
Great job, dude. Great job.
We needed that one. Boy, I'll tell you what, we've worked so hard. You hear us say this all the time. It's musky fishing. But you know, I don't know what to say. Just never give up.
What a fish, and what a way to end. Another Miltona monster in the bag. And a great time with Brad and Carrie Hoppe. Once again, their Mayhem bucktails has put yet another beast in my boat.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I mean, we went through basically the whole month of September, even the end of August, where it was cooling down, and it was pretty much even keeled, just a nice cool down. That's why I scheduled these dates with you, Mike. I mean, this is abnormal.
Right.
But here we are. We're dealing with abnormal. We're fighting for it.
Keys Outdoors Musky Hunting Adventures has been brought to you by Great Clips, Quick Trip, The Boat Center, Skeeter Boats, Yamaha, as well as other sponsors that help make Keys Outdoors successful. Please support their services, products, and gear, as well as their beer. And make sure that you check out Keys Outdoors on our YouTube channel, as well as our KOTV channel.com.